net. Hello, everyone. Figured we would try something new. Maybe this will make managing the dog a little bit better. We got 2, we got 3. Should probably turn my phone down. And hello, Mr. Baker, sir. How are you doing? Boiled nuts, how are you? So does this sound okay up here? I'm trying something new. I don't have my OBS completely set up because, quite frankly, I don't have the patience for it right now. But figure I would try the office. Hello, George Whipsell. How are you? And welcome. Glad to see you here. Hello, Gear. How are you? We'll see how this works doing it from my office. Oh. Yeah, Gear, it requires, I could use the regular OBS. It's just that with everything that's been going on, I really haven't had the time. So that's kind of why I haven't fully set it up. And quite frankly, I just haven't had the time. I've been busy with a lot of other things going on. So, hello, Courtney. How are you? So, what do you guys think about this? Is this a little bit better of a picture? You know, we have all Courtney shoes. Hopefully, we shouldn't have any issues at all with restarting or timing out or whatever. We should be fine as far as that's concerned. Let's see. Who do we have here? We have Brandon. Hello, Brandon. How are you? And then the Mopar man is here. Hey, guys, can't stay long. Can't stay long with the family. Early Thanksgiving, so I'll just listen. Well, thank you for showing up, sir. Greatly appreciated. Gear says, hi to Dan. We're supposed to be at an early Thanksgiving, but I had a sick dog today. Oh, what's wrong with him? Is he okay? Let's start there, and you know, if not, what's going on? If you wouldn't mind sharing. Brendan says, good. How are you doing, Brian? I'm doing okay as long as I don't walk around too much. My foot's still killing me. Courtney says hi to Brandon. So does Dan. And Gear Runner says hi to George Nuts and Baker. Gear says he had diarrhea and he seems to be feeling better now. Well, it's always good when they feel better. Especially when, you know, you had some of the issues that you've recently had with Buddy. You know, it's nice that you can, it was kind of like an in and out thing. No pun intended. Let's see, where was I? Boiled Nuts says, hey, Andy. Brandon says, hi, Boiled Nuts. Gear Runner says, those ingrown toenails suck. Yeah, they really do. And actually, I went to urgent care, and they basically told me, yeah, we don't have podiatry tools here, so we'll refer you to a podiatrist. So I'm like, okay. So I still got to get that fixed. It feels a little bit better, though. I've been soaking it a lot. They gave me a cream for it, and so I ordered tools on Amazon, so I'll take care of that probably Monday or Tuesday when they come in. Jack is here. Hello, Jack. And Joseph is waving the people. Brendan says, Boiled Nuts. I see you on like every live stream. LOL. Boiled Nuts says, eating now. Sorry. Hey, Brendan. Hey, Jack, says Brandon. Gear says hi to Jack. Throb Nation says, hey, can't stay, but want to stop by. Stop in and have a thumbs up. Well, thank you, sir. I am very happy about that because you normally got to go back and rewatch it to leave a thumbs up just like I do. So, yeah, that kind of works out good. And hopefully you're doing something fun, Rob. Boiled Nut says, LOL, Brando. Brandon says, you're Rob. Gear Runner says, hey, Throb. Throb. Jack says, hey, Gear and Brandon, what's up? Courtney says, hi to Jack. Jack says, hi to Courtney. And Edge, you feeling better? I'm feeling a little bit better. Oh, Culinary Cookhouse. Hello, sir. How are you? I'm glad that you could make it to one of my live streams. Mr. Baker says, hi, Courtney. Krista Green Beans, how you doing? How you doing, Krista? You still enjoying that weather down there? I think you guys had a little cold spell come through. She says, hey, Brian, just stopped in to say hi. We are on our way to pick our daughter up at the airport and then off to dinner. Have a great week, everybody. Well, you have fun. Enjoy the holiday. Enjoy the time with the little one. Not so little anymore, but, enjoy your time and have fun. Thank you for stopping by. Brendan says, hi, Krista Green Beans. Have fun. Gear says, hey, Krista, enjoy your time with Josie. Definitely. Culinary Cookhouse says, hashtag glad to be here. Thank you, sir. And Mr. Baker says, hi, Krista. So, guys, what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? Are we going to family members' houses? I guess we know Josie's going to a family member's house. So, what do we all have planned? It's kind of up in the air. We'll be going to a friend's house. Going to my mom's house. It's going to be all over. I mean, I really can't call it yet. Everything is, dependent on my situation. So, Brendan says a family's house. That's always good. Going to a family's house is great. The only bad thing about that is you will not have leftovers. So that's the only good thing about cooking is you end up with a lot of leftovers. But if you go to a family's house, you also don't have to cook. So, I mean, it's awesome. Gear says, going to family. Hopefully, I will eat way too much. Sounds like me. Culinary Cookhouse. We will be at the home, just the two of us this year. You know what? Sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's nice to just calm down, relax, enjoy the day off with just a couple close people, and that's it. I mean, I enjoy it. A nice, quiet, relaxing day for an extra day off from work. I mean, it sounds like a great idea for me. So, Joseph A. Baker says, I live in Northern California and have to drive to Southern California for dinner. Well, Mr. Baker, be careful. Don't catch on fire. And if you do, make sure it's in a Toyota, because I hear Toyota's giving away trucks when they catch on fire down there. Jack says, we're spending Thanksgiving here at the house. We got a lot to be thankful for this year. You do? And Jack, if you don't mind, how's the wife doing? Hopefully she's doing better and things have kind of leveled out a little bit. So from that last statement, I believe that things are going well. Gear Runner says, I always get sent home with a ton of leftovers. Well, see, you're one of the lucky ones. You don't have to cook and you get food. I mean, that's great. I mean, I'm all for that. Brendan says, no cooking is the way to go, LOL. where in North Cal are you, Mr. Baker Senior, sir? See, now I actually like to cook, so I don't mind cooking I don't mind cooking meals for the holidays. I actually enjoy it, quite frankly. So that's fun to me. I like to cook. Um, let's see. Gear Runner says, "You really do, Jack. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving." Yes, I hope everyone does. Let me just close my door. There we go. Um, see, now I can kind of keep Bailey out. So this is going to work out a little bit better, I think. Hope definitely for you guys. Um, um, the Culinary Cookhouse says, "Me too." Mr. Baker says, "Yuba City." Scott S., how are you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream tonight. Scott says, "Hey, Brian, how is the toe? It hurts like hell, quite frankly. That looked painful. I'm guessing that was supposed to be OMG. Yeah, it does feel a little bit better. I've been soaking it a lot. I went to urgent care. They gave me a cream to put on it. It's keeping the skin soft. So, it puts lotion on the skin kind of thing. So, it's feeling a little bit better. As long as I don't walk on it that much, it feels better. But unfortunately, the inevitable is I got to go to work tomorrow. Let's see, where did I leave off? Jack says, "Hope you have a good Thanksgiving, Gear." Brendan says, "Wow, that's right near the fire at Joseph. How's the air quality there?" From what I understand, the air quality sucks. Yep, there you go. Mr. Baker says it sucks. Gear Runner says hi to Scott, and thank you, Jack. Mr. Baker says 384 is the index right now, which is pretty bad. That's kind of like sanding cedar almost. Jack says, "Edge, wife is doing good. Thanks for asking." No problem, Jack. It's a rough situation. So it is one of them things. It's just, you got to pray for the best. Rebel Rouser says, "I made it. How's everyone doing?" We're doing fine, Rebel. Scott S. says, "Hello, Andy." Brandon says, "It's even really bad down here in the Bay Area, Mr. Baker. No, nowhere near as bad as what you guys have, though." Brandon also says hello to Rebel. Yeah, California has had a horrible year for fires, a real bad year. And, for everybody that's on here, or anybody that goes back and watches it, I hope you all stay safe. If there's an evacuation or whatever, it's kind of like us on the East Coast. If there's an evacuation for a hurricane, just get out. I mean, there is no amount of money that's worth your life. So just make sure you guys stay safe. Joseph says, "Brian, the light is much better in there, but you're missing the chicken." Yeah, I know, but I'm also missing the dog. So that's kind of a bonus for you guys and me, I might add. And, Courtney's downstairs crocheting. She enjoyed a long weekend, and she'll have another long weekend next weekend for the holiday. So, she's enjoying a little bit of quiet time for herself. So I'm enjoying some time with you guys. Rebel Rouser says, "Hey, Brandon." Courtney says, "Justin." Rebel says, "Courtney, where are you?" She's about 9 feet below me right now. Almost exactly below me, really. Gear Runner says, "Hey, Justin, nice job sneaking up on that big chicken." Wow. Jack says, "Hey guys, don't forget to hit the like button." Thank you very much, Jack. Courtney says, "I'm downstairs." Scott says, "Not sure if I like the pic of it on IG." You know what? You guys are going to be getting some more. I'm not going to say more stuff like that, but I think one of the things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working on my channel and a little bit more of the social media aspect of it. So the fact that I'm Edge every day, there should be something there every day. And it just so happens that's what was happening to me. I'm not going to be putting a video up every day, I can tell you that much, but there will be some representation of my life every day on social media starting in the very near future. Joseph says, Brandon, the wind is a blessing and a curse at this moment. I believe it. It kind of clears out the air, but it also, just makes the fire burn hotter. I mean, you're right. It's kind of bad for that. Jack says, Justin, how are you doing? Rebel says, thank you, Gear. Jack says, hey, Scott and Joseph, how you doing? Gear says, did you get him, Justin? Rebel says, he got me. He got me. And if not, did he get you? Joseph says, hey, at Jack. And I hear someone's at the door. Oh, my God.
Dinner's ready.
All right, dinner's ready.
Do you want me to bring it up or you want to wait?
No, I'll wait.
Okay.
Woohoo! Dinner. Where did I leave off? Hey, Scott and Joseph said, Jack. Gear Runner says, did you get him, Justin? And if not, did he get you? Read that, read that. Rebel says, he got me. Joseph says, let everybody know my gear shift knob is badass, Brian. Thank you very much. Okay. I was talking to Mr. Baker last night, and he installed the shift knob that I sent him. Let me see do you mind if I show the picture, sir? Let me see if I can get into it. Let me see if I'm on the right account, which I'm probably not, like usual. He installed it. He liked it. He put the Loctite on it. And from what I can tell, he is very excited about it. I just got to try and find where it is. I think I got to log into my other account because I'm in the process of trying to get everything for my channel and try and keep the personal and channel separate. So at this point, I've been getting messages on both accounts from both people. So from all people. Let me see if I can remember my password now. Let's see. The rain this week will probably help the air quality, Joseph, but unfortunately, there are a lot of people stuck living in parking lots. Hopefully, those people can find shelter. I'm surprised that they don't have something set up to kind of help with that. I'm really surprised that the Red Cross isn't at least putting up like tent cities, not per se tent cities, but something to be able to help. Rebel says, doing okay, Jack. How are you? Gear Runner says, my wife would probably disagree. She probably feels there's an amount of money worth my life. I'm sure. I mean, some people just, they can put an amount of money on somebody else's life, but not their own. So let's just take that at face value. Scott says, hey, Jack. And Rebel Rouser says, I like your room, Brian. This is more or less Courtney's room. So, but thank you. Because it's a small room, it's almost a closet, quite frankly. Gear Runner says, sorry to hear that, Jack. Passion for hunting and fishing. Hello, hello. How are you doing? And welcome to the channel. Nice to see you here. Jack says, I'm on my lunch break, Justin. I had to work tonight. Well, sorry to hear that, sir, but hopefully you get off on the holiday to spend time with the little lady. Rebel Rouser says, lunch break. Sorry, Jack, that sucks. Yeah, we all got to work though. Gear says, hi, Passion. Rebel says, hi, Passion. Jack says, hello, Passion. Passion says, hello, Rebel Rouser. Joseph says, where's Throbber? He was actually here. He had to go. They're picking Josie up from the airport. Scott says, hey, that makes sense, Edge. A little bit, sometimes. Gear Runner says, hi, Slow Me, but she's gone now. Jack says, well, hello, Miss Courtney. Courtney, hey, yay, it's Courtney. Everyone's saying hi to Courtney. Passion for Hunting and Fishing says, hello, Jack. Rebel, got you. How you doing, sir? And thank you very much. Joseph says, go for it. Rebel Rouser says, thanks, Passion. Rebel said, awesome, Joseph. You're enjoying Brian's craftsmanship. Yes, he is. Although I would like to know, have you actually taken it for a drive yet, Jack? Not Jack, Joseph. Sorry, wrong J. Yes, he's very handy, says Joseph. Rebel says, I... All right. Mike Roten. And a great big hey to everyone else. Oh, hello, Mike. How are you? And welcome. And Jack says hello to Mike. Rebel says, oops. So let me see if I can remember my password to log in here. Come on. Hello, Mike Roten from Passion. And let's see. Brandon says, hello, Mike. Long time no see. Courtney says, name one thing that everyone is thankful for. There you go. That's a good one. So there you go, guys. Hopefully you can see that. Let me let it focus on my screen. So it actually came out really well. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. There you go. So it worked really good for him. So I'm glad. And then he also wanted the shifting I guess you could say pattern in there. I didn't feel comfortable doing that, so he did it, and he also put some red paint in there to highlight it. So it came out very well. So Mr. Baker is pretty crafty himself. So I think he likes it. We had a conversation last night on the phone, and he seems pretty pleased. Let's see, where did we go? Courtney was asking what people are thankful for. Mr. Baker says, go ahead and share the photo. And no, as I told you last night, I am going to give the thread locker a chance to harden. I just thought you would have gotten anxious and at least drove it around the corner to see how it felt, honestly. Mike says, hope everyone is having a great day. Rebel says, pumpkin pie. Rebel is thankful for pumpkin pie. Gear Runner says he is thankful for Buddy and his freedom. Mike is thankful for my live stream. Well, thank you very much, sir. Greatly appreciate it. Rebel says, looks awesome, Brian and Joseph. Yeah, I think Mr. Baker did a very nice job. He's pretty talented himself. So guys, since I'm on my computer, should I say, oh my God, it just jumped, or should I just, keep reading? Gear says that it came out good, and I agree. Jack says, I am thankful for all you guys. I believe this is an awesome group. I fully agree with you, Jack. 100%, 110% actually. We do have a great group of people here. Everybody is, nice, respectful people. They're good people. I've talked to a lot of them personally on the phone. And I would have to say this is a good crowd. Mike says, wow, that turned out cool. Yeah, the picture is a little bit blurry trying to put it up on the webcam, but it did come out really well. Maybe I'll repost the picture on my Instagram later if that's not a problem, Joe. Scott says, good luck with the toe, Brian. Wife is calling me for supper before the Bears-Viking game. Go Bears. Well, you have a nice night, Scott. Hopefully you enjoy. And hopefully, the Bears win for you. Mike Roten says, wow, turned out cool. Have a good night, Scott. See ya, Scott, says Mike. Rebel Rouser says, have fun, Scott. U2 Gear says, Scott, bye, Scott. Joe says, nope. Gear Runner says, it truly is an awesome group, Jack. It really is. There's a lot of good guys and gals on here. Courtney says, I'm also thankful for my freedom, but also rainbows. Courtney says, live chat, and that's where I am there, Miss Edge. Scott S. says, hopefully a good outcome with the Bears. Not sure, though. I don't watch football, so I don't know. I don't watch football. Courtney says, thank you for the help on that, Mike. Mike Roten says, you gotta yell, Courtney. Live chat. I'm actually on live chat. Sorry if I missed anybody. It is a little easier to read on here, but it is a little bit harder for my eyes to focus looking at the monitor compared to my phone. But sorry if I missed anyone. So let's see, where are we? Courtney likes rainbows. Hopefully a good outcome for the Bears. Mike tells Courtney to yell. Thank you for the help on that, Mike. Scott says, take care, Jack and Justin, with a thumbs up. See you, Scott. Mr. Baker says, smash the like button, everybody. Rebel Rouser says, how's the truck doing? My truck is a piece of crap, but thank you for asking. Scott S. says, Vikings are tough. And Gear Runner says, the Vikings are tough this year. See? Live chat right there.
Good job.
I'm just chatting it up.
I ate my salad, so I wasn't hungry.
I can smell that.
Yes, onions.
Yes.
Let's see if this will break.
No, there you go.
There's my spot. You don't need to move that. Okay.
There you go.
Right.
So actually, I was considering doing that anyway so that people wouldn't see the screens. But
I can tuck them.
I don't think you can tuck them back there anymore. It's because of
The outlet.
the outlet back there. Yeah.
Now make the noise.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep. Now Courtney's just making a bunch of noise, wrecking
Done.
stuff.
Fixed it.
Jack and Gear are saying hello to Courtney.
Hi.
I finally watched the $1 million mile tundra video. And Joseph says, yeah. Yeah, it's Miss Courtney with a bunch of exclamations.
Okay.
So yeah. And someone said hi to Slow Me. I don't know who that was though. So guys, hopefully you all are going to have a wonderful, happy and safe Thanksgiving. Look, Rebel says hello to Courtney's kitty. Yeah, he's been being a little bit of a terror today because Courtney was crocheting. So he was kind of attacking.
Yeah, he gets out of the yarn and then he gets those googly eyes. He's like, let me get it.
So
he's funny.
Yeah, attack mode kitty.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we called him the redheaded stepchild, because this one right here, right, yeah, he's bad. He's definitely bad. Mr. Baker wants to know, how's the Subi?
Amazing.
Rebel Rouser says cats and yam.
What?
Don't know, but he's smiling though. Oh, instead of owls, yeah, I kind of caught on to that one, Joe. Renaissance Man says, "Hey guys, happy early Thanksgiving. Hope you all get time to relax and spend time with people you normally wouldn't hang out with. I call those people family." Yeah, kind of. But unfortunately, I mean, not people that I normally don't hang out with, because we're going to be with my mom. And, you know, I don't get to see Courtney's friend that often, but good thing is she moved close to us.
Yeah.
So she's local now.
Why is the cat drooling on me? It's so disgusting. Come on now.
Rebel says he's so cute. Jack says, "Hey, Rennie." Hello, Rennie from Rebel. Gear says, "Hey, Rennie, happy early Thanksgiving to you." Also, Gear Runner says, I call those people family too. Joe says, "Hello, Rennie." Rebel says, "Is that a bedroom?" It is, but it's a very small one.
It's a bedroom, closet, and office. And storage facility.
Yes. Exactly. Jack says, "Rennie, right back at you. Thanks, buddy."
Where you go, cat?
Renaissance says, "I will be an adult, not making any petty pussy jokes. I've matured." Sure you have.
Sure.
Richard Gardner says, "Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I have just gotten home from taking care of my 3-year-old niece." Well, Richard, how is your finger feeling, by the way? I heard you got attacked by a car. Renaissance Man says, "Hello, Rear." Rear says, "Hi to Gardner." Renaissance Man says, "Yo, Jack." Rebel Rouser says, "Hello, Richard. How's your niece doing?" She's doing 3. So, I don't know. Rebel Rouser says, "Hello, Richard. How's your niece doing?" I'm going to keep doing that even when I'm up here. Gear Runner says, "I'm glad you had a good time yesterday, Gardner." Yeah, they were some really, really good ice sculptures. They were amazing. And we got to see Mr. Richard's mother. So if Mother is in the room, hi, Mom. Richard Gardner says, "Renaissance Man, you are part of my tool family." Yeah. Renaissance definitely a tool, all right. Brandon says, "Yo, at Renaissance Man." Richard Gardner says, "Edge, my finger is better now." Yeah, it looked pretty bad. I mean, if you're bleeding through Band-Aids, little rough. Rebel Rouser says, "Have you waxed it yet, Courtney?" Now, never mind. The car, no, she has not waxed the car yet. Renaissance Man says, "Hey, Gardner, that's cool. You hang out with your niece?" I spend lots of time with my nephew." There you go. So maybe you'll get to spend Thanksgiving with him. Renaissance says, "Hey, Brando." Richard says, "My niece got poked in the eye with a Christmas tree limb."
Oh.
Well,
is the season?
I was going to say, but then I guess she didn't see it coming. But hopefully she's okay, because I will tell you, even when you get poked with pine needles, it kind of like swells up. It's kind of like if you get stuck with a cat nail or something. How's she doing, Gardner? Says Gear. Renaissance Man says, "Well played, Edge. I am a tool." Sorry, I couldn't resist that one.
He's a tool.
I mean, you seriously just put it right out there. Rebel Rouser says, I bet it's covered in salt. Probably.
It's not.
No?
It is dirty though. It needs to be washed, but I'm afraid to wash it.
Yeah, especially this time of year.
I gotta look into getting myself a cannon.
Yes. Brandon says, hey, at Richard Gardner, you want to open it up and we'll see if Belle can come up? Or is he on the couch? Or I'll get up and see.
Get closer.
Yeah, but I'm afraid I'm going to roll over the other cat.
You just might.
Yep.
Great, now we got a dog.
Yep, there's the puppy. There's the puppy. There he is. There you are. There you are. All right, let's see. How did you hurt your finger? Was it picking your nose? And you sneezed? Richard says, I am going to wear a kilt at the Tilted Kilt. Well, just don't tilt, and we'll be all right. See, Bailey likes it better in here. I hear Belle coming.
You scratching? Still scratching. Come here, beluga whale.
Yeah, he made it halfway. Come here, Bells. Come here.
Got a jealous dog on your hands right now. Watch your head.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of an issue with
Family time.
with our kitty, because if you guys can see his nose, if he'll look at you guys, I got you, Belle.
He's not happy. Nope.
Yeah, you see how big his nose is? Yeah, his tumor is getting a lot worse. It's actually starting to seep a little bit. Right, Belle?
And he's lost so much hair on it.
And yeah.
Hair's not even growing on there anymore.
Yeah, and now it's to the point that the skin is just so stretched, so
Be quiet. I don't want to hear it.
he's our big lap cat.
Yeah.
I can get him to violently lick me. Watch. Here it comes. Here it comes.
No, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Oh. There's his button.
Arr.
Courtney doesn't know how I can do that. There's just one spot
He
where
bites me. He licks you.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with these animals all being rough with me all the time?
All right, let's get back to what we were doing here. All right, I already read about the niece getting poked in the eye. He's going to wear his tilted kilt. Rebel Rouser says, as soon as you can touch it, as soon as you touch it, it gets swirls. Exactly.
Yeah. I've only watched it once, and I was extremely careful, and I already see stuff in it. I don't know if it was there before I bought it like that or not, but I don't want to make it worse.
Garen Rebel says, hello, Bailey. Richard Gardner says, Renaissance Man, LOL. They started working on the ice exhibit back in October, and they made it all by hand. Them Grinches were awesome looking. I mean, they were extremely realistic. Rebel Rouser says, is the Christmas tree up yet? No.
Next week.
Yeah.
Not giving Brian a choice.
Renaissance Man says, I like the tilted kilt. Never been the Hooters. They were strippers who don't like money and go to work. I don't know. Rebel Rouser says, oh, poor kitty. Sorry to hear that. Says Gear. Rebel says, does it hurt him? It is.
He doesn't like you touching it, so I'm assuming it.
I'm thinking it's starting
happy.
to get sensitive. And if you listen, you can hear him breathing. And purring. But he really can't breathe out of his nose. He has to almost breathe out of his nose 100% of the time now.
His mouth?
Yeah, his mouth.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yep.
Richard says, Edge, it was 9 degrees in there. I would hope so, because, you know, you got to keep it frozen. Rob Yoda says, yellow. Oh, how you doing, sir?
Yoda.
Welcome aboard. Jack and Renaissance say hello to Rob Yoda. Gear says 9 degrees. Wow, I would have froze, Gardner. Mr. Yoda says yellow. Renaissance says, I can hear Gardner breathing from Jersey. Well, that kind of sucks. Gear Runner says hello, Yoda. Brandon says LOL. How's my toe? My toe still hurts, sir. It does. I went to urgent care. They looked at it and they're like,
that sucks.
I don't have any podiatry tools here, so here's the name of a podiatrist. I'm like, okay, so you did nothing. All she did was like poked it and made it sore. Look, there's the other one back there. Yep.
Super funny.
So, yeah. Plans for Christmas yet? No.
For us? No.
I don't look that far in advance, sir. I'm surprised I actually have plans for Thanksgiving. Renaissance says, no kilt at the ice display? Tough guy card revoked. Gear Runner is smiling. Rob Yoda says, no. What are they good for now?
What is what good for now?
Got plans for Christmas. No kilt. No. What are they good for now? If you're talking about urgent care, not a damn thing. Brandon says, Red China doesn't make a heated kilt, Richard. And then Richard follows up with, how do you eat silk yogurt with a fork? Well, let's start out by saying I don't eat yogurt with a fork. So I wouldn't know.
Well, that's just the whips. I don't like them, though. But then again, I don't like yogurt, even though I eat it. It's gross.
Rebel Rouser says, what are we making for Thanksgiving? I think we're taking green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole.
And bean dip.
Bean dip. And I've been kicking around whether I want to do Brussels sprouts or not. I don't know.
Got 3 pounds of bacon in the freezer.
Mm-hmm. But definitely those two.
Yes.
The same bean dip that's on my channel. Just saying.
Yes.
Amazing. Every holiday, people.
Gear Runner says you eat it 1 bite at a time. Renaissance Man says, at Gardner, slow me. Joseph says, we took our dog over to the vet this morning to get some stitches out. Oh, well, that sucks, Joe.
Hope they're okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, did they come out all right? Rebel Rouser says, wrap the fork in plastic wrap, Richard. Make it a spoon. Joseph says, he had a small tumor removed from his chin. Oh, well, glad that he was able to get it removed. His is inoperable, and it was since the beginning, basically. Rob Yoda says he was talking about the doctor's office that wasn't able to help. Not good for anything anymore, but a waste of time. Yeah, but
it was a huge waste of time.
But you know what? If you need stitches, it's cheaper and faster than the hospital.
Or if you got a cold and your doctor's office isn't open for a week.
Yeah. Or, you know, I mean, it's good for simple stuff, but...
Street bikes. Bailey, you're going to be fine.
Close the door.
You've been exiled.
You're probably going to hear the street bikes tear by my house now. Yeah, they suck, Rob. Unless you're bleeding, it's really not good. Jack says, we got more urgent cares around here than 7-Elevens. You know what? It's getting to be that way around here, too. And it's not even urgent care. It's like half the people that are in there have like a runny nose.
Well, that's what urgent care is for if your doctor's not open. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know, but there's nothing urgent about their care.
Okay.
Because first off, there you go, Baba.
Who are you to decide? Just saying.
Well, no, I'm saying there's nothing urgent about it. I mean, you walk in there and you sit there for 2.5 hours. I mean, your doctor could almost be open by the time they see you.
Whatever you say.
Rebel says, ew, Brussels sprouts. No, they are really good with bacon and onions. I have that video on my channel.
And pomegranate seeds.
Renaissance Man says, I sense a bean theme for Thanksgiving.
I didn't notice. I do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green beans and beans and...
We should do baked beans too.
Yeah. Why not? Rebel Rouser says, that's crazy, Jack. Yeah, it is. Richard says, if they would let me wear my kilt in there, I would be more of a man than any on here. Oh, he would be more of a man than anyone on here. Well, okay. He's more of a man than us.
Sure.
But I will tell you that I'm not going to wear shorts when it's 9 degrees. So maybe. Rebel Rouser says, that's crazy, Jack. I'm just going to keep reading stuff over and over again.
Amazing. You're doing it so well.
Yes. Rob Yoda says, new room of the house. Yeah.
No, it's been here the whole time.
I was going to say, it's a new video room, but it's actually been in videos before. But yeah, it's a new one definitely for my live stream. So, and I think I might want to do more of them in here just because the dog's so much calmer and it is a lot easier for me, honestly. Renaissance Man says, Rebel, not if they are cooked properly. You're right, Rennie. They are great. I love them. Joseph says, yep, they came out fine. They took him over to the spa for some loving, bath, and smells better. That's great. We need to get our dog in the tub because for some reason he just always stinks, and I don't know why. Rob Yoda says, here's the ticket to the specialist that your insurance will not cover. Thank you for the time, and that will be one office visit, please. Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Richard says, my friend and his wife bought a $3,000 Japanese cat. Well,
okay. All right.
That's an expensive cat.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was going to get one like that, it would be like a Serval or a Savannah, and they're still only like $1,300.
You're not getting a wild cat.
I'm not asking for like a Bengal tiger.
It's the same thing. We're like, yeah, I'm getting a mountain lion. Same
Panther
thing.
would be nice.
Yeah, okay.
Renaissance Man says, runny nose. Dr. Ren prescribes you that you go catch it. That will be $200 straight cash, homie. Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of the way doctors have been lately. You go in and they're like, oh yeah, that's going around. Just, deal with it. What do you mean just deal with it? I don't know. Rob Yoda says, LOL, I do my own stitches. You know what? I do. I have done that myself. But
I won't let him do it anymore.
Yeah. It's her fault. Her right there.
Survival situation, sure. Do your own stitches. Until then, no. Use super glue.
I've done that too, and that don't work all that great. Brendan says, they could have bought Ryobi's entire lineup for that money, Richard. Yeah, with a bunch of batteries too. Rebel says Cheesecake Factory pumpkin cheesecake is amazeballs.
Amazing, life-changing.
I don't like pumpkin, so.
Well, you are missing out, and more for me.
Rob Yoda says, "Yay, bikes!" No, they're bad. They actually.
The bikes aren't bad. The people on them are the worst.
Yeah, I have a problem with people doing wheelies at 60 miles an hour down a residential street. I also have a problem with a street bike topping out third gear on my road. One of these days, maybe I'll just put a speed bump in.
Yeah.
AKA stick.
Okay.
Now I hope nobody on here throws a stick in somebody's street bike, because then I'm going to get sued.
Yeah.
So don't do that, guys. It's bad.
It's bad.
It's just me being angry.
Yes.
Just talking angry words.
You are.
Cheesecake for breakfast, says Rob Yoda. Rebel said,
beer.
Yeah. Gear says he loves cheesecake. Dan the Mopar Man says, "Hey guys, I'm back." Well, hello, sir. What are you doing over there?
Killing two birds with one stone.
I didn't know we had birds in here.
Preparing to make a blanket.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go then. Where was I? Gear loves cheesecake. Dan's back. People are saying hi to Dan again. Cheesecake for breakfast? With a question mark from Rob Yoda? Oh yeah, why not?
I'm no stranger to that.
Renaissance says, "Gardner, you bust out that 20-volt glue gun and I'll make a holiday wreath." Yeah? I mean, it does work. I mean, I heard that was actually one of the better glue guns. So, Rebel Rouser says, "Me too, Gear." And Richard Gardner says, "Brandon don't want to spend money on Ryobi because it will not last forever." Very true. I will say that I bought Ryobi because it worked for me at the time. Now that I use the tools more often, I do need something that's better. But for the basic DIYer and homeowner, they do work fine. Let's see. Joe says, "Okay, guys, I'm out. Well, see you later, Mr. Baker, sir, and enjoy your shift knob. Hopefully you like it when you take it for a drive."
Bye.
Have a great weekend and Thanksgiving to Joseph from Rebel Rouser. Then the Mopar Man says, "What's up, Rebel?" Brandon says, "Richard Gardner, Ryobi is crap. Tekpo is quality." But then they come in like number 6 on the list. I'm just saying. Richard Gardner says, "Renaissance, I have only used 2 twice." Okay. And Jack says, "Hello, Dan." Renaissance Man says, "People pay real money for cats." I smell a business opportunity. I'll be right back. Yeah, if you get wild ones, you just have to sell them as non-domesticated, and you'll be fine. You're clear. Jack says, "Bye, Joseph." Dan the Carman says, "Wait, are you telling me doctors are supposed to actually help you? I thought all they were supposed to do is give you pills and charge you a buttload of money. LOL. Well, guess what? They didn't even give me pills. So.
But they gave you cream.
Oh, well, they gave me cream. So.
That's.
Just rub it on the skin.
Okay.
Bye, Joseph, says Jack. Dan the Mopar Man says, "What's up, Jack?" Richard Gardner says, "Milwaukee M12 is better than Ryobi." Yeah, very true. Although I will have to say that I do like my subcompact Makitas that I just got. They work really well. Jack says, "How are you doing, Dan? Did you fix the car?" Yeah. What's going on with that, Dan? Rob Yoda says, "Dan, exactly." Dan the Mopar Man says, "Yes, Jack, I fixed one of the problems and 2 more popped up. 3 years going bad, and I got a leak in the oil pan." Now, is it in the oil pan or is it just in the pan gasket? And I got cat hair all over my face.
Good job.
Richard Gardner says, Edge, you should buy Courtney and Makita a robot vacuum. Yeah, not with my dog.
I got a Dyson. I'm good to go.
Yeah, we have a Dyson anyway, and it works great. Right, Courtney?
Except it stinks.
Yeah, we got to order the filters. Rob Yoda says, problems with a Mopar. Renaissance Man says, happy Thanksgiving. More pars. Are you making a turkey out of potatoes again this year? I guess that means Mopars. Are you making a turkey out of potatoes? Jack says, sorry, Dan, you're going through a stream of bad luck. Yeah, he is. And I really wish he actually had the money to not even get a better car, just get another one that doesn't have as many issues, honestly. Richard Gardner says, I would love to eat some Vegemite cheesecake. Absolutely not. That's all you, buddy. Dan says, yes, Jack, with my car. That thing is bad luck on wheels. Richard, Vegemite cheesecake. Yuck, you are disgusting. Dan the Mopar Man says, see you later, Joe. Rob Yoda says, for some reason, every professional kitchen has super glue. Never mind the finger in the food. And exactly.
Ew.
I mean, I guess it works if you're making beanie weenies.
Ew.
Richard Gardner says, Mr. Mopar, LOL. Renaissance Man says, okay, I'm back. I have a kennel of 20 slightly used cats. $50 out the door. Most of them have most of their 9 lives left. Eddie, how are you doing, sir? Hello, everyone. Can't stay. Just wanted to say hello. Eddie, I was on your stream for a little bit today. I was popping in and out of it, and I might be sending Christina a thumbnail. I took a screenshot of her in the dryer. So I might be sending that to you as a thumbnail. Or if not, no, it's just something funny.
Hi, what's up?
Let's see. Rebel Rouser says, I got a good feeling about my job interview today. He said the biggest thing they need is someone that's responsible, and I've always been responsible for the problems at my other jobs. So there you go. So I guess you're in there. Hey, Eddie, hope you're doing well. Renaissance Man says, you're back home yet, Eddie? Rob Yoda says, all you need to do is wait for garbage day and run a fishing line back and forth to each garbage can, and when the bike comes down the road, it will get sucked into 2 garbage cans. You see, I would love to do that, but I don't want anything like leading me back to it. You know, if I just
just shut that down right now.
I mean, if I just randomly lay a stick in the road, I mean, I'm not saying throw it at them or not, just lay it in the road, then when they hit it, they were being reckless. Whoa, calm down over there, phone. Richard Gardner says, I can't make the Dyson vacuum like new again. No, we've had it for a lot of years, though. Dan the Mopar Man says, I currently have a leak in the radiator and the gasket on the oil pan is going bad. Anybody interested in a used fixer-upper 2007 Pontiac G6? I will sell it for cheap. LOL. Not me, and you might want to be asking for straight cash for that. Renaissance Man says, at Rebel, I thought you worked for yourself. Jack says, hey, Eddie. Rebel Rouser says, Rennie. Dan the Mopar Man, Rob Yoda, I don't own a Mopar. I have a Pontiac G6, which is a GM vehicle, which isn't much better. Rebel Rouser says, pay me $300 and I'll take it, Dan. Rebel says, okay, that's the problem. Renaissance Man says, Rebel, seriously, you don't run your own business? My bad. Eddie says, hey, Rebel, glad to hear it. Went well. Then the Mopar Man says, sorry, Renaissance Man. We don't make turkey out of potatoes around here. We just have regular turkey like anyone else. That's good to know. Rebel Rouser says, LOL, Rennie. Just pulled into the garage, Ren, says Eddie. Rebel Rouser says, thanks, Eddie. Rob Yoda says, I believe the G6 has a LS in it. You could probably do a lot to that then. But if he was going to do that, he could fix it too. Eddie Smallhorn says, hey, Jack, how are you doing? Renaissance Man says, Dan, that ruined my image of the Idaho Thanksgiving then. Sorry. He apologizes. Jack says, well, good luck, Justin. Hope you get the job. Definitely. Hope everything goes well, nice and smooth. Get right in the door. Rebel Rouser says, thanks, Jack. Eddie says, your real estate whisperer would love that picture, Edge. You never know how her stream will go. No, and it was funny. I was back and forth popping in and out. And the first time that I popped in, I see her climbing in, and then you close the door on her. And by the time it took the screenshot, it just had her legs hanging out with her trying to get out. So I'll send that to you. Dan the Mopar Man says, sorry, Renaissance Man. You can keep the cats. I'm allergic. Allergic to them anyway. Richard Gardner says, I have a vacuum that is 34 years old, and it runs just like a new after I refurbish it. Now, my question is that a Kirby vacuum? Because those things are ridiculous. They will last for years.
Sounds like something a door-to-door salesman sold.
Yeah, but Kirby vacuums were awesome. When you turned them on, you could like feel the suction underneath.
Is that the one that they advertised with the bowling ball? Ow. No. Okay.
No, that was a Hoover, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Jack says, doing good, Eddie. Glad you guys are home safely. Eddie says, you will make a great addition to the team there, Rebel. Rebel says, do you always... Rebel says, do you always have turkey at Thanksgiving? No. No other meat. Sometimes we have like a lasagna. Sometimes we'll have a ham.
What, us?
Yeah.
It's usually turkey.
But it's usually turkey, yes.
Traditionally, we'll do turkey, ham on Christmas, and lasagna on New Year's.
Yep.
But that changes.
Eddie says, thanks, Jack. I'm exhausted. And so is your Roo. Dan the Mopar Man. Sorry, Rebel Rouser. It doesn't work that way. I'm not paying you to take my car. I want you to pay me to take it. LOL. Rob Yoda says, gotta have ham for Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, I can't have ham anymore. Gear Runner says, so is anyone going Black Friday shopping? Yeah, it's called My Computer. And I'm probably just going to look at a bunch of stuff and say I really don't want to spend money on that. Gear Runner says, hi, Eddie. How are you, buddy? I hope you get the job, Justin. Rebel says, I am, Gear. Are you? Dan the Mopar Man says,
I got a treat for you. He won't let me brush him, so I gotta cut it out.
We can't trust Courtney with the dog and scissors.
Oh.
Wow. Gotta have ham for Thanksgiving, says Rob Yoda. Let's see, where am I at? Dan says, Cider, Rob Yoda, my car doesn't have a V8. It's only a V6, and it's not an LS. Does that one have the 3.8 in it? I think it's a 3.8 Vortec, maybe. Hey, Gear Runner says, Rebel Rouser. Eddie Smallhorn says, it was well worth it. I think we all had a great time. Renaissance says, at Jack, supplies. Gear Runner says, I think the only thing that we are buying on Black Friday is the new recliner. There you go.
Sometimes if we do go out and buy stuff on Black Friday, it's one big thing that you normally can't ever get at that price.
Yeah, exactly.
Like one time we went and we bought that big TV downstairs.
Yeah.
And then the other time was a fireplace, and then I don't really remember
that was
anything.
probably about
That's
it.
probably about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's let's see. Richard, Edge. It is a Kenmore vacuum that came from Sears. Oh, it was one of them straight upright ones, like a Auric. Yeah, they were pretty good too. Gear Runner says that's great to hear, Eddie. I'm with you, Jack. We will have turkey also. Renaissance says, Jack, I don't get it. Richard Gardner says, Eddie, did you bring back a Samsung washer and dryer? There for a second, I thought you were going to have to buy the dryer just so you could get Christina out of it. Rebel Rouser says, I don't know, Jack. Rob Yoda says, I have a central vac system and the kids think it is fun to put toys down it. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's pretty not cool of them. Jack says, what did the turkey say to the pilgrim when he first saw him, Ronnie? Gear Runner says, what did it say, Jack? Eddie says, nope, Richard, but I almost had to buy an LG. Oh, there it is. Just to get your real estate whisperer back home. Richard Gardner says, Renaissance, I want the DeWalt brushless multi-tool kit for $99 on Black Friday. That would be nice. Rob Yoda says, what? What did it say? Renaissance says, Rob Yoda, I think it is funny to do that too. Your kids have great taste. The answer says, she said was gobble gobble. Oh, that's a low one.
I don't get it. We'll talk about that later. I'm sure.
You killing me with them scissors.
Last one.
We need to Earl them. Gear Runner says, LOL. Eddie Smallhorn says, not before we almost had to buy the tool chest last night because your real estate whisperer wanted to climb into that also. See, that's fun now. Sorry, Jack, I'm not getting this joke. Holy crap. The smoke detectors are chirping. I replaced all the batteries and they stopped doing it for an hour. Now they're chirping again. Well, that sucks.
Maybe there's carbon dioxide going on there.
Carbon monoxide?
That's what I said.
Yes. Either that or maybe they're hardwired with a battery backup and there's a bad connection. Rebel Rouser says, that's funny, Jack. Richard Gardner says, Edge. It was a bag canister vacuum. Yeah, some of them older ones are great. Renaissance Man says, at Gardner, I'm going to give you my 887, signed, lightly smoked. There you go. Rob Yoda says, marbles and small toys, I don't mind, but they always find toys that get stuck. Yeah, it's like they couldn't put one Lego down there. They had to put like a Lego stick down there. Yeah. Richard Gardner says, the rigid warranty is garbage. I don't know. I don't really warranty things because I just buy a new one. Then the Mopar Man says, well, Rob Yoda, you are correct. GM vehicles do leak. That's what they're good for. That's why I'm not going with a Mopar. Never had a leak ever with my last Mopar vehicle. Well, there you go. But, I mean, they have, like, electrical gremlins and transmission issues and stuff like that. But, hey. You know,
your car has issues.
Yeah, oh yeah, my truck has a ton of issues, but it's not because it's a Toyota. It's because the person that had it before me beat the piss out of it. Renaissance Man says, at Rebel, maybe you have birds. See, that's a funny one. Kids play with marbles still. Good to know. Yes, they do. They normally throw them at each other, put them in slingshots. So. Rob Yoda says 788,500 MS. That's pretty good. Richard Gardner says Renaissance Man has lost his marbles and can't find them. LOL. Well, they're at Rob Yoda's house. Rebel Rouser says, did you steal that thing on the wall from Rob? No, that's actually ours. And there was actually a video about that where we were talking about that, wasn't there?
When Rob was alive, yeah.
Yeah, it was Rob's live because he has almost the same exact one. And they're both signed.
Yeah, so, they're completely.
But signed by different people. Rebel Rouser says, I think so, Penny. Dan the Mopar Man says, nope. Edge, mine has a 3.5 V6. 3.8 was a good one, too. Renaissance Man says, Gardner, darn straight. Richard Gardner says, I saw the Lego store in Opry Mills Mall, limited edition Millennial Falcon for $799. I can do a whole lot more with $799. Rob Yoda says, none of my Mopars ever leaked either. However, my Plymouth Fury did a little with a 360. Yeah, it depends on how many miles, though. Then the Mopar Man says, well, Richard, I would keep the vacuum. That's the only good thing you can get from Sears. Now, being that they going out of business. Actually, aren't they all out of business now? Or is like December 1st when they're finally going to be closed nationwide? Renaissance Man says Toyota. Good one, Rennie. Rebel Rouser says, are you still looking for a truck? I definitely am. Eddie Smallhorn says, okay, gang, I'm heading out. I need to unpack and get ready for tomorrow. I have a great Edge, Courtney, and everyone on the stream. You also, sir. Nice to see that you're home safe and sound. Then the Mopar Man says, yes, I would love to have ham. However, because my uncle's heart condition, ham has too much sodium, so we probably wouldn't be doing that because of that. I have a good night, Eddie Smallhorn, says Dan. Rebel Rouser says, have a great week, Eddie. Jack says, bye, Eddie. Have a good night. Later, Eddie says, everyone. Eddie says, you also, Rebel. Get that job wrapped up. Definitely. Richard Gardner says, Courtney, I will pay you to fold my clothes for me and do my dishes. Eddie says, night, Jack. You also. Rob Yoda says, Sears, Kmart, Orchard Supply Hardware is now all owned by Lowe's and Sam Walton. Yes, they are. Rebel Rouser says, thanks, Eddie. I appreciate that. Night Ren, talk to you later, says Eddie. Richard Gardner says, I am all Ryobi washed out. That's a shame because you have a lot of stock in them. Dan the Mopar Man says, wow, that sucks, Rebel Rouser. Guess it's time to get new smoke detectors. Yes, and they're not cheap. Rebel Rouser says, did you all like cranberry sauce? I do.
I like the gel.
Then the Mopar Man says, Richard, we really got to stop buying Ryobi tools. All they do is crap out. They do. And that's why I bought Makita this time. Then the Mopar Man says, ew, yuck. Cranberry sauce? No, thanks. Rebel is not the person I am trying to address here. It's Gear says, see you, Eddie. Renaissance Man says, Legos for $800? Smell another business opportunity. Be right back. Then the Mopar Man says, come on, Richard. Don't be lazy. Fold your own laundry and wash your own dishes. LOL. He can't because of his finger right now. Rebel Rouser says, what is that best, Dan? Don't understand that. Maybe speech to text.
What? It's the best, Dan.
Oh, okay. There we go. Richard Gardner says, my Mopar, Mr. Mopar, I have my M12 and some 18 for backup. Yeah, you might want to keep them charged. Dan the Mopar Man says, okay, Rebel, if you want chirping smoke detectors, go for it. I'm just saying the time to replace them then. No, Rebel Rouser, cranberry sauce is disgusting. Whoever came up with it had a twisted sense of humor. I actually love the stuff. Rebel Rouser says, nope, they're driving me crazy. I don't know. I didn't know they go bad, though. Yeah, about every 10 to 15 years. So lucky you. They all went bad. So, all right, guys, we are all done. We're a little over an hour in. I am going to go eat my dinner. Thank you guys for stopping up. If I don't speak to you all again before Thanksgiving, have a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. If you're traveling, be careful. And let's see what I've missed here. Dan says, Rebel, so I'm assuming that you're going to be making a trip to the store tomorrow to buy some smoke detectors. Yes, Renaissance says, I'm back to purchase cats with Legos. Here you go. M1A1, M2, M14, M16. Yeah, I'll take the M1A1. That sounds good. Gear Runner says, have a great Thanksgiving, everyone. Richard says, I'm charging my phone with my M12 portable charger that came with my Gen 1 heated jacket. That's good. And Jack says, have a good night, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Rob Yoda says, later, Gear. Renaissance says, Darth. All right, guys. Everybody have a wonderful holiday. I might be seeing you sometime in the near future. So everybody have fun, be safe, and I will talk to you soon. Have a nice one, guys. See yous.